Hello and welcome to another project update. Today I got back to working on the overall level here. And the reason I did that is because I believed that in its current state, the level in that's currently imported into the engine is kind of dull. I'm just gonna say it. It's very. I mean, it's not too bad. I don't think. There's clearly like a forest temple sort of theme going on. There's not a lot going on aside from there being like trees and kind of like these stone tiles. I do think that this room over here is like pretty nice. I think it's like a step in the right direction, but I mean, aside from the design, it seems like kind of plain to play through. Like the idea that was going on in my head. I think I went through it last video. You got to keep them here. Use it to unlock a door. Um, and then you go through here, here, and then you have to lock this door too. And I think I remember being conflicted of whether I should put the key as a result of this puzzle, or in here, or maybe just do something that involves both. But yeah, I just want so I put this room over here through a lot of changes. I got rid of that little divider thing in the middle and replaced it with a pit, which I can put like some enemies into, and you kind of have to traverse along this narrow pathway. And I raised this bit up here too. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit weird. I caught a cold again. Got the sniffles. Yeah, it's too bad because I had a cold like a month or two ago, and yeah, that wasn't very good. But yeah, and I decided to add some decoration vines here. So you can't climb on these vines, but they're just kind of there to make the level look a bit more interesting. And also, I realized that I only have really one kind of enemy type, and that's just that plant enemy. And I can't. I feel like I need at least one more. The first thing that popped into my head was those Skulltulas from Ocarina of Time, like the ones that dangle down and kind of they turn their they're basically barriers. And I thought, hey, maybe I could put something like that over here, hanging from these vines. But I'm thinking, I don't know, that's a little bit too much of a ripoff of Zelda. Although I will admit the plant enemy is kind of a copy of another Zelda enemy. But yeah, I'm trying to spice it up a little bit. I'm not really sure what else to add in. I think some sort of spider would be like a good idea, or some sort of, I don't know, something that hangs from the vines and blocks your progress until you defeat it would be a good enemy to include, I think. If you have any ideas for that, let me know in the comments section. But yes, this is pretty much all I did today. I actually spent a decent amount of time working on the texture. So this texture was actually handmade. So what I did is I drew a bunch of lines with this paintbrush. The paintbrush tool kind of made them squiggly, and then I used the what was it called? A certain yeah, tiles. I used a filter map tile seamless, and that made it a lot better. It also inadvertently added like these this shading to it that wasn't intentional, but it looks I think it looks really good. And then I went into the I found in the default brushes I found this vines thing, and I created a new layer, and I basically just did this on top of it, made it a little bit transparent, so I could still see the original vines through it. And then I exported that as a texture, and now we have this. I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't look super realistic, but I mean, it doesn't have to look realistic, right? So it looks kind of like it looks kind of like there's vines and there's little leaves on it. I was thinking maybe I could put like I can make it so that when the player enters this room for the first time, he's like introduced to the idea of that hanging enemy, whatever it ends up being, basically hanging from these vines here. Can't really do monkeys because that'd be too similar to that. Ooh, there's a spot over here that doesn't tile very well. I'll have to fix that at some point. Yeah, it's not too egregious. I'll just leave it. Yeah, I'm not really too sure what sort of design to like use for the enemy. One of my other ideas is to just take the plant enemy and make like a variant of it that hangs from these vines, but I feel like that would be too. I don't know. I feel like it's too easy. Well, easy is not the right word. It's like too similar to the other kind of enemy, and the player's probably going to expect something else. I don't know. Maybe I'll just go with spiders or some sort of bug that hangs from like a thread of silk or silken thread, or maybe I could change this to like cobwebs. No. That would make this dungeon kind of spider themed. I don't really want that. I could do both, I guess, or just have it hang. I'll just leave it as vines. Yeah, sorry this isn't a super eventful video, but yeah, I think I did a decent amount. Yeah. See you next time. Bye bye.